Hello, Plainview Preschool families. My name is Mrs. Thompson. I am the elementary principal for Plainview Elementary, and I am super excited to have you coming on board to our elementary building next year. I do want to take a minute to apologize that we are having to do a virtual roundup this year, but I want to thank you for sticking with us. And I also want to apologize. I know that Roundup was supposed to be about a month ago, but thank you for sticking with me and being patient as we figured out how we were going to roll this all out to you. So about a month ago, we got a packet to you, whether it was when you came here to pick up your students that were already enrolled in schools, learning packets, or you might have got it through the mail. But in that packet, you had some information from us about enrollment and birth certificates and shop records and just a whole gamut of information from us. And so I'm going to talk for just a little bit about that. The first thing I'll talk about is birth certificates. We do need a copy of your child's birth certificate, and we need to see the certified birth certificate. So if we haven't got a copy of your birth certificate, please feel free to bring your birth certificate in, or your child's birth certificate, not yours, in on any Thursday. I'm here every Thursday from 8 to 4, allowing families to pick up and drop off learning packets for kindergarten through 6th grade students. So you can bring in the certified birth certificate. I will make a copy for you and give it right back to you, and then we'll be able to check that off and we'll be good to go as far as that is concerned. You can also bring in enrollment forms, and if you have shot records, anything of that nature, you can bring that in and we'll get those things checked off as well. And then we will be that much further along when it comes to registration. Now, we do want to make sure that your child has the opportunity to see their classroom and get all of that experience that they would have got in a normal preschool roundup. So our plan is closer to the start of the school year in August, we will have an open house. And so we will allow families and students to come in. It will be a couple of days before school starts, and we will allow you to come in and see the classroom. And so your child will be able to walk through the classrooms and talk to Mrs. B again. She will have already been out to your house to meet and spend some time with your child and with you. So you'll already be familiar with her if you aren't already, and but you'll be able to see the classroom and kind of walk through and ease any fears or uneasiness that your child might have about coming to preschool. You'll be able to show your child the doors that they'll come in and where they'll exit each day. And so those things that you would have normally done at a preschool roundup night, you'll be able to do at an open house night, and it will be a little bit closer to the start of the school year. So as that date draws closer, you will get a letter from us talking about that. Now, for this virtual roundup, I am going to have our Nurse Beth, talk to you for a little bit, and then I will have our title teacher, Mrs. Horseman, talk to you about what title does. Now, as a preschool student, your child will not receive any title services, but we are hoping that your preschool student stays with us through kindergarten, first, and so on. And so as your child grows, they will have an opportunity to grow through the title program. And so we just want to make sure that you know what title is, since we are a school-wide title program. So she's going to talk to you for just a little bit about what title is as well. So without any further ado, here is Nurse Beth. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Beth Ramold, and I am the school nurse. So just going to go over some things that are required for preschool. In your packet, you'll see there's a letter from me, and it lists the things that I need that are required. And mostly what's important is the immunizations, and they are all listed on this form, this letter, And there's also, I think, a grid, something like this, in your folder as well. This lists all the required immunizations for preschool to be enrolled. So if your child is up to date on their baby shots, they probably have all these things, but just make sure that they do. These will be due around August 1st before school starts. You can turn them in to the secretary. Also, in your packet, you'll have a schedule for our NCAP immunization clinic. This clinic comes to our county once a month and other surrounding counties as well. So if you get your child's immunizations at the Community Action Clinic, that's fine. Or, of course, you can receive those at your physician also. The other thing that I covered in the letter is if your child has any special medical needs, if they have asthma that requires an inhaler, or severe allergies that require an EpiPen, or anything like that, please let us know. If they need to have those things at school, there's some additional paperwork that needs to be filled out and signed by a doctor for that as well. Otherwise, if your child's on any medications at school, those are kept in our secretary's office. We distribute them or administer them from the office. So if your child needs to take something during school hours, even if it is Tylenol or something like that, we keep it here in the office. There's a medication permission form in case you have something like that you want to send, and we also have those forms at the office. Medications must be sent to school in the original container. We can't accept them from baggies or any unlabeled containers, so just keep that in mind as well. I think that is all that I need, and if you have any questions, you can call the school and they can get a hold of me. Thank you.
Hi Pirate Families, this is Mrs. Horseman, Title I teacher here at Plainview. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about our Title program here at Plainview. Title is a federally funded program that provides support for students kindergarten through 6th grade in the areas of math and reading. As the Title teacher, I work along with the classroom teachers, developing any extra support that a student might need in those areas. We go into the classroom and work with those students. We also have some of those students come down to our Title classroom where we can work in a smaller group setting, possibly one-on-one with those students to get them that extra support that they may need in reading or math. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you.
All right, parents, so that is all the information that we have for our virtual roundup. The last bit that I want to share with you is just my contact information. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to contact me. My email is hthompson, THOMPSON, at plainviewschools.org. And then my phone number here at school is 402-582-3808. I'm typically here in the mornings, but feel free to leave a voicemail and I will get back to you within 24 hours. And any questions you have, any concerns you have, feel free to get a hold of me and I'll get back to you. The next thing that I have is more for your child. So if you would like to go and grab them and bring them in front of the computer, I have something to share with them. I'll give you a couple minutes to switch. All right, hello boys and girls. My name is Mrs. Thompson, and next year when you are a preschooler at Plainview Elementary, I get to be your principal. I am so excited to meet every single one of you. It's going to be a long summer because I'm not going to get to see your faces until August, but One thing that I want you to know about me is that I love books. I hope that you love books too. So I thought what might be super cool is me reading a book just to you. So I have a book that is perfect for my preschool friends. It's called If You Take a Mouse to School. Yeah, okay. So you might have read a book that's similar to this that is called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. This book is just like that, except it's called If You Take a Mouse to School. So this is written by Laura Numeroff, and it's called If You Take a Mouse to School. I think it's going to be pretty silly. What do you guys think? All right, let's get it situated just right so you can see. Woo, there we go. We can see pictures. So I'll read the words and then I'll show you guys the pictures, okay? So it says, if you take a mouse to school. Do you see the mouse right there getting dressed? Oh, it's already looking kind of silly to me. He'll ask you for your lunchbox. When you give him your lunchbox, he'll want a sandwich. Do you know many mice that can eat a whole sandwich? That'd be a lot. And a snack for later? Then he'll need a notebook and some pencils. He'll probably want to share your backpack too. Oh my goodness. Do you see them heading for the bus? Oh wow. When you get to school, he'll put his things in your locker and take a look around. See him looking around? He's looking at all the things in the classroom. Oh my goodness. Silly, silly mouse. He might do a little math and spell a word or two. He'll even try a science experiment. Oh boy, I think he's getting a little messy. Then he'll need to wash up. Look at the mouse. You'll have to take him to the bathroom. And once he's nice and clean, see him getting nice and clean there? Silly, silly mouse. He'll be ready for his lunch. On the way to the lunchroom, he'll see some building blocks. He'll want to build a little house. That looks like a big mouse castle to me. Oh my. And make some furniture out of clay. Then he'll need some books for his bookshelf. He'll start by writing one of his own. So he'll need a lot of paper. Oh, this silly mouse. He'll probably use up all your pencils. And when he's finished, he'll want to read his book to you. Then he'll want to take it home. So he'll put it in your lunchbox. Oh, look. And he'll tuck it in a safe place. Oh, look where he put your lunchbox. On the shelf in a safe place. When the bell rings, he'll run out to wait for the bus. He's first in line running out. Oh my. While he's waiting, he'll play a quick game of soccer. Then he'll ask you to shoot a few baskets. And do a little skateboarding. He's holding on tight there. That silly mouse. When he stops to catch his breath, he'll want to eat his snack. So he'll ask you for your lunchbox. And chances are, if he asks you for your lunchbox, you'll have to take him, where was the lunchbox? Back to school. Because where did he put the lunchbox? He put it in a safe place on the bookshelf. So, thank you, boys and girls, for reading that book with me. That was If You Take a Mouse to School. I am excited for next year to read more books with you next year at school. So, I want you to have an outstanding summer, and I want you to read lots and lots of books. And when you come to school next year, we will have so much fun reading more books with Mrs. B. Okay, bye, boys and girls.